What's up, guys? Today I am headed out to the LBJ National Grasslands. If you're not familiar with it, I'm really not either, but I kind of started doing my research. It's about an hour outside of Fort Worth, probably 30 minutes northwest of Denton, if you're familiar with that area. There are some things that look really promising about it, and then there are some issues as well. So I think it's over 20,000 acres, so you've got quite a bit of land out there. One of the problems is it's not contiguous acres, so it's broken up into different little tracts. Some as small, I believe, as like 50 to 300 acres, and then there's some larger than 6,000 acres. So the problem there is that there is private land kind of intertwined in there. So I use Onyx. If you use Gaia or something like that, you can kind of check and see where you need to go. I have no clue what the signage is like, what the layout's like. The other problem is if you are an overlander camper like I am, the grasslands aren't really set up for that. You know, I don't think there's a lot of little offshoots or trails. There's some forest roads. What there are is hundreds of miles of hiking and equestrian trails. But if you live in North Texas like I do, there's just not a lot of places that you can go and get away for the night, kind of out in the wilderness, test out some gear, that kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna go explore it, see if I can find some pretty areas, see if I can maybe mark some campsites, and it would just be cool if it was a place, you know, within an hour of North Texas to go and get out, camp, and utilize your gear, and not have to get out into like Oklahoma or Arkansas. So I'm about 40 minutes away. I have no clue where I'm going. I just set my GPS for the middle of it. So yeah, when we get there, I'll check in, we'll figure out where we're gonna go, or we're just gonna go explore for a couple hours. So we'll see you when I get there.
Babe, this thing ain't working out. I think we need a new direction. You're at home in this small town, and I'm just feeling bad.
So it's one of those deals, you're driving, and it was pretty ugly for most of the trip, and you're right in Decatur. So I was like, oh man, but all of a sudden we just got a little elevation, the trees thickened up, roads getting windy. It's really pretty out here. I'm like 3 or 4 minutes away, I think, from this forest road, and it's looking pretty promising. It's nice out here. There's definitely houses and stuff along the road. It's not like you're in the middle of nowhere by any means, but it's a cool, pretty little area. So I'm hopeful. Hopefully we can find some cool stuff. Once we get there here in a little bit, I'll hop out, kind of look at the lay of the land, and then figure out where we're gonna go from there.
Complicated, it just goes that way sometimes. This is your place, I'll find mine. You take the house, I'll take the car. I'm leaving town, I'm going far away from you. I don't care what no one's got to say. You go your way, I'll take
In 1,000 feet.
We made it. We are on this little forest road right off the county road. It's a little information center. Yeah, so you can see these highlighted areas are the national grasslands, and then it's kind of littered with private land, and these roads just kind of go through it. So you do have to be kind of careful of that, but yeah, super overcast out here. It's kind of cool. You see these towers, you can't even see the top of them, which is kind of neat actually. They just disappear up into the clouds. So let's get out, let's do some exploring, let's find some cool spots to camp.
You take the house, I'll take the car. I'm leaving town, I'm going far away from you. I don't care what no one's got to say. You go your way, I'll take
So I've been driving around for a bit. There's some pretty lakes and stuff. I've seen one travel trailer, and then through there you can see a tent. There's a tent set up, there's a little chair. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro, but that's a cool little spot, kind of on the water. What I don't know though, like the travel trailer, it looked like it had been there for like months. That person was probably living here, so I don't know. There's a cool little spot right up here. It is off the road, so everything off the road that I've seen so far, there's a sign on it that says like no motor vehicles, which I get. So this is the main road, and then this is a little camp spot off the road. It's got a little circle here. We'll get out, we'll take a look at it. So yeah, so far, is this place viable? Totally. I don't know who comes out here. I don't know the type of traffic it gets. You know, you could totally set up right here if you had a couple rigs. This is a big, nice camp spot. There's a lake right there, so you can see water. There's a fire pit. The problem is it's off the main road. So again, if you're coming out here on a weekday like this, there's probably not much traffic. It would probably be great. I just don't know. I don't know much about it, so we'll keep exploring. There's several different areas that we're going to look at today, but so far it's pretty cool. It's a cool place.
What have I got to lose? Let the mountains, hills, and valleys grab my heart and take the lead. I hate losing you, but...
So I found a pretty cool spot. So far I've seen 2 tents, 1 travel trailer. I saw a couple of horse trailers, but I haven't seen one human. I've been out here for probably 45 minutes or so. Drove to this spot. It's super flat. It's off. You can see the main road over there, but you have to drive around and kind of up this side road to get here. There is a fire ring. You could park a ton of rigs up here. And for this area, we've got some elevation and even a little bit of a view. So yeah, I'm gonna mark this on the GPS. This is definitely a viable spot. A little windy up here, but I think it's kind of windy everywhere today, so this is cool. I'm gonna take some drone shots and just kind of get a better feel of this place, but this is pretty sweet.
Put your lips on mine. I love it when we hide in the pale blue sky, floating on cloud 9. Do you feel the winds are turning round? 'Cause what goes up must always come back down. Safe in your arms, like the light in the day never part. I'm looking down the line, with you by my side I'll be fine.
so I drove all the way to the end of, on the map on Onyx, it says Mesa 900 Road. It's only a few miles. Here's my kind of quick review of this, if you will. It's beautiful out here. There's not off-roading. So if you're coming out here to test your vehicle's capabilities, this is definitely not it. It's gravel roads, they're well maintained, but there are a ton of campsites off of this road. You're not gonna be able to get too far off the road, and you're likely not gonna be by yourself. I'm out here on a Tuesday morning, essentially, and I've seen 4 or 5 people out here, a couple people camping, chopping some firewood. So I love it. I think this place is really cool. Would I drive like 2 or 3 hours to get here? Probably not. Maybe if I was gonna hike. But if you live in North Texas, this is an awesome place to come out and just camp, test out some of your gear, you know, have fun with the family, friends. It's awesome. And I've just scratched the surface. This is one little section of it. So I really, I don't know somebody horseback riding right over there, but you know, there could be some other little gems through here, and I feel like you could explore this for a really long time. So I'm gonna come back and camp for sure, and I think there's definitely a lot more exploring to do out here to kind of find the pretty cool, you know, out of the way areas. So if I come across anything else, I'll obviously fill you guys in, but man, so far this has been awesome. All right, I drove over to this one more area just to see what it looked like, because I wanted to kind of explore more than one area before I left for the day. So it's Overloop Bluff 920B Spur is what it looks like. So I just pulled in off the main road back there. There is a sign right there. It says street legal vehicles only, off-road driving is prohibited. And I have no clue where any of this stuff goes, obviously, but drive around here real quick. Looks like this might be a little dirt road that goes somewhere. This isn't part of the green map, but it also doesn't say no vehicles allowed. So it looks like this might be going to somebody's house. Hopefully this isn't private property. This is the most off-road I've been, so I'm gonna check the map real quick and just kind of keep exploring. This is another cool little spot. It's off a little dirt road that's off of that Overlook Bluff. There's a fire pit, little fire ring here. The camera's not going to do this justice, but again, pretty good views. A little like hill over here. I mean, I can see for several miles. Little elevation. So yeah, another decent little spot. Definitely come and camp. I drove to the end of this Spur 920. This is where the grassland runs out. That's private property. There's a gate right there, but you've got this, it runs both ways. Probably not supposed to be on this. It's an obvious trail, so we're just gonna see where it goes. That looks pretty soft. We may check this out. Yeah, so it just dead ends down here. It looks like probably some kids or something come down here and drink. There's some furniture and some beer cans and stuff. I don't know, drink or hunt or something like that. There's this little trail though. Looks like it goes down to a little creek bottom. This thing keeps trying to die on me, it's weird. This is where you have to be careful, especially if you're hiking. That fence right there is what separates private property from the grasslands, and it runs out right there. So just be careful if you come out here. I'm gonna follow it the other way and see where it goes, and then I'm gonna get out of here and head home. I had told myself I was gonna be done filming, but this is pretty cool. I found a dirt road way down there. It comes to the trees. Up along here, it's not marked. There's a fire pit here. Good flat spot for your rig. Private property here. But man, really cool view. I'm gonna mark this one on the map. This is cool. You actually get to do a little like dirt road driving. If it was wet, you probably wouldn't make it. I got a little mud on the truck. Just getting up there, and this road battery died. Yeah, this is cool. So I'm probably done filming. I'll leave you with some drone footage of this area, kind of the dirt road. Again, would I drive like 2 or 3 hours to get here? Probably not. It's not that cool. But if you're surrounded by concrete like me in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, this is like an hour or less away, and I think it's really cool. There's some cool spots. I'm gonna keep exploring. I'm gonna try and do some more videos. We'll come out here and camp a few nights too, but hopefully this helped. It's a cool spot. Come check it out. And yeah, thanks.
I'm going far away from here. I don't care, nobody's gonna make me stay. You take the house, I'll take the car. I'm leaving town and I'm going far away from here. I don't care what no one